Hey, it's Mac Church with Atlantic Coast Mortgage, and I wanted to give some information on why the minimum credit score limit has been raised on most loan types. So the main reason is a risk thing. So what happens is the investors that are buying the loans are now putting an edict back on the lenders that if a borrower misses or defaults on their first mortgage payment in the first 3 months, then that lender has to buy the loan back. So basically, what happens is lenders are trying to protect themselves and cut down on their risk thresholds. And a way to do that is raising your minimum credit scores. And I get the question asked, well, how does that help anything? Well, in basic terms, people with lower credit scores have lower credit scores for a reason. And it's usually because they either A, have too much debt, B, have negative items on their credit report, such as collections, judgments, charge offs, or C, that they do not manage their debt and have a lot of credit that is at its max limit. So all of those things can, of course, negatively affect a credit report and credit scores. So if you have a borrower that has a lower credit score, then generally the reason that they have a lower credit score is for those examples that I just listed. And why would someone be at max credit limits, or why would they have collections or judgments, or why would they have missed payments? And usually that is an income factor. So everything kind of goes hand in hand, that people with lower credit scores usually are either not being able to manage their debt or living above their means, or they just don't make enough money to be able to warrant all the credit that they've received. So when you have a person with a higher credit score, well, their scores are higher because they make their payments on time. They don't have an overburdened debt, and they don't have a lot of collections or judgments or charge-offs or negative information on their credit report. And usually that's because they make more money. So everything, like I said, kind of goes hand in hand. So for a lender to mitigate some risk by raising the minimum credit score, that means the borrower type is going to be less risky and more responsible. Now, if somebody loses their job, they lose their job. There's nothing you can really do about that. But in normal times, the people that have lower credit scores are definitely higher risk. So this is why lenders have raised their minimum credit score standards, because that protects them and ensures that the likelihood of that borrower or that buyer missing a payment or having a first payment default is a lot less likely than someone with lower credit. So hopefully this information helps you understand. And if you have questions from your buyers of why they're having a harder time now getting financing, you can now explain this to them. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.